All right, so today we're taking a deep dive into J4 Car and Van Deals. They have a website,
Okay.
and seems to be targeted towards customers in the UK.
Right.
So I guess our mission today is to kind of like pick apart this website and see what we can find out about the company and see what's going on.
I'm just curious about, how these companies market themselves and what they're about.
Especially because I'm in the market for a new car.
Oh, really?
Yeah, still riding my bicycle, so thinking
Oh.
of upgrading to four wheels.
This is the perfect deep dive for you.
So first off, why don't we get a feel for the company? They have this whole About Us section, and
Yeah.
it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, because that's always kind of a tell, right?
Yeah.
Like what they think is important to put up front.
Yeah. They hit all the right notes right away. Value for money, clarity, simplicity, and customer service.
Important in the car industry where it can feel a little
Yeah.
murky sometimes.
Yeah.
So we'll see if they can live up to those claims
Right.
in the
Yeah.
deep dive.
Actually, there's one thing that makes me think they are serious about transparency. J4 is not actually the company name.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Go all the way down to the Contact Us
Oh, okay.
section, and it says J4 is a trading name of ARVMS Ltd.
Oh,
It's a UK company registered in England.
okay.
It even gives their company registration number and VAT number.
Oh, wow. They're being very transparent.
Yeah. They're not even trying to hide.
Yeah, sometimes you see these websites and you're not really sure who you're dealing with.
Yeah.
That's definitely a positive sign.
Right. Enough about the company stuff. Let's get to the deals. So they have this top specials section. There are some pretty good offers. I've got hatchbacks, estates, SUVs.
A range of different
Yeah.
vehicles.
Yeah, it's a good mix.
Mm-hmm.
They have petrol, diesel, and even a plug-in hybrid.
Okay, yeah. I'm seeing a lot of plug-in hybrids these days.
Yeah,
It's
it's
definitely
becoming very popular.
a trend.
And actually, speaking of the plug-in hybrid, there's this deal on a Hyundai Tucson Estate
Okay.
plug-in hybrid
Nice.
that caught my eye.
Those are nice cars.
Yeah, and it has a pretty big discount,
Oh, yeah. How much were we talking?
like over 7,000 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like 7,789.
Wow, that's significant. They're definitely trying to get people's attention with that one.
Yeah, it's a good deal.
For sure.
For anyone who doesn't know what petrol parallel PHEV means,
Mm-hmm.
it basically means that this car can run on both petrol and electricity.
Oh, okay.
So that's like the best of both worlds.
That makes sense with the UK's current infrastructure.
Right. But you don't have to worry about running out of charge.
Mm.
But you can still take advantage of the electric power
Oh,
when it's available.
definitely a smart choice for a lot of drivers, especially with petrol prices as high as they are.
Yeah, exactly.
People are looking for more fuel-efficient options. Even with these offers, car buying is a process.
Not just clicking a button.
There's always fine print. J4 is no exception. They have a disclaimer reminding us that images and descriptions are for illustration only. Leases are subject to credit approval.
Right.
And offers can change.
It's not as easy as
It's easy.
picking a car and it shows up at your door.
Unfortunately, no.
Yeah.
But I kind of like that they're being upfront about it. You know,
Yeah.
it's like they're acknowledging that it's a
Yeah.
process.
It's refreshing. I wanted to mention one thing about their top specials that I thought was interesting.
Look at that.
They give you info about fuel type, transmission, emissions, and fuel economy, but it's not overwhelming. Just a little teaser.
To pique your interest.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking of teasers, they have a few other things on the website that are
Okay.
kind of interesting.
I bet they do. What are they doing to reel people in?
So they have this whole section dedicated to reviews
Yep.
of popular models,
Interesting.
like the
Yeah.
and the Skoda Kodiaq and Kia Sportage.
They're definitely trying to appeal to a certain
They have this newsletter sign up.
classic newsletter sign. What do they promise? Early access to deals.
Exactly. One other thing I wanted to point out,
Right?
remember how they emphasize choice?
Yeah. Yeah. They seem to really be emphasizing that.
Well, they have this button that says browse by brand. It's kind of like an afterthought, but strategic. If you don't find what you're looking for in the top specials,
Right.
you can browse all their brands.
Yeah. It's like saying, hey, we have even more to offer than what you see here.
It makes it feel like they have a really wide selection.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think so far?
I think it's a pretty well-designed website. They're doing a good job of showcasing the deals, but also building trust and
Exactly.
encouraging people to explore.
I agree. So far, so good. But before we wrap up this part of the deep dive,
Okay.
I want to go back to the top specials for a moment. We talked about the Hyundai Tucson plug-in hybrid,
Mm.
which is clearly targeted towards the
Yeah.
eco-conscious driver.
Right.
What about the other deals they're featuring?
Yeah.
What are some standout offers?
That's a good question.
Who do you think they're trying to appeal to with those choices?
That's a perfect lead-in to part 2 of our deep dive Okay.
So stay tuned as we delve into the specifics of J4's car and van deals
That's good.
and unravel the strategies behind their selection.
Can't wait. Welcome back.
Let's dive into these top specials. We talked about their website and everything, but let's actually see, like, what kind of cars are they offering?
Yeah, I'm curious to see what their, like, top deals are.
Yeah.
You know, what they think is going to really grab people's attention.
So let's start with that Hyundai Tucson Estate plug-in hybrid.
Okay.
It has that big discount.
Mm-hmm.
But what else do you notice about it?
Well, I think it's interesting that it's a plug-in hybrid. It shows they're on top of the trends.
Yeah, for sure.
What people are looking for these days.
But they're not just offering hybrid. They have petrol and diesel models, too.
Yeah, so they're not alienating anyone who's not ready to go electric yet.
Exactly. They have this Seat Arona, and they actually have 2 different deals on it.
Oh, okay.
One with a manual transmission and one with an automatic.
Interesting. So they're really trying to cater to different preferences.
It's all about choice, giving people options. They do the same thing with the Skoda Kodiaq. They have a diesel model and a petrol model.
Gotcha.
Different transmissions.
Appealing to a wider range of bikes.
And it's about the information that they highlight.
Okay.
Like, they really focus on the stuff that people care about.
Yeah.
Like fuel type, transmission, emissions, and fuel economy.
Right, because those are the things that people are really looking at these days, especially fuel economy.
With petrol prices being so high,
Yeah, people are watching their pennies.
they do a good job of presenting that information in a way that's not overwhelming. It's very clear and easy to understand, but I did notice they don't really talk about financing on this page. What do you think about that?
I think it's probably a deliberate choice. They don't want to bog people down with too many details right away.
It's like they want you to get excited about deals first.
Exactly.
Then they can talk about financing later.
It's all part of the sales funnel. First, you got to get them interested.
Right.
And then you can start talking about the nitty-gritty.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So I think these top specials are a good example of how J4 is kind of like approaching the market.
I agree. I think they're doing a good job.
There's more to their website than just these specials.
They've got
different sections for brands, vehicle types, and business leasing.
Yeah, there's a lot more to explore.
In part 3 of our deep dive, we're going to look at other sections
Alrighty.
and see what else we can find.
Sounds good.
Welcome back to our deep dives.
Okay.
We're on the last leg of our J4 journey. We've talked about their deals and their website. Let's see how they build trust and keep people engaged.
It's not just about flashy deals. You got to build that relationship.
One way they do that is with those model reviews.
They weren't just listing off features.
Right. It was more like a conversation. They were focusing on SUVs.
Right. Trying to appeal to
families and people who need space.
Exactly. People who want to go on adventures. So it's a good way to connect with a specific audience.
Yeah. And there's also that newsletter sign up.
Oh, yeah, the newsletter.
Yeah, we talked about it before, but it's a good way for them to get people's email addresses.
And they can send targeted.
And they promise early access to deals, which is a good hook.
People love feeling like they're getting a special deal.
What about that browse by brand feature?
That's interesting. Almost like an afterthought.
Yeah.
But I think it's pretty clever.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay.
Yeah.
You didn't find what you wanted in our top specials? No problem. We have a whole bunch of other brands.
Yeah, exactly.
For you to check out.
It just kind of like reinforces that idea that they have this huge selection.
Definitely.
So what do you think overall about J4?
I think they're doing a good job. They're presenting the information clearly, not overwhelming you with too much stuff.
Right.
They're building trust through reviews and the newsletter. It doesn't feel like a hard sell. It feels more like they're trying to help you find the right car, which is nice. So yeah, I think they're doing a good job.
Well, that about wraps up our deep dive into J4. I learned a lot.
Me too.
I'm feeling pretty informed now.
Yeah, I'm ready to go car shopping.
Maybe we should check out some of these deals.
Let's do it.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
See you next time.
See you later.